friends, I'm the vegan. I make a new recipe with cauliflower rice. Cauliflower is so amazing. Raw cauliflower especially could even be used instead of potatoes as a staple. It's amazing. I found that, and there are funny stories about it on the internet. In short, it is very healthy and also balancing. After eating raw cauliflower, I don't have any food cravings anymore. It's so balancing, it's amazing. Food craving is usually mostly imbalance of nutrients. Yeah. Something's missing or so, something is too much, and then you have a craving. That's the most, I guess. That's why cauliflower is so amazing, and it is super healthy. And it can be so many various delicious combinations. I always prefer the cauliflower rice. Before I come to that, I only show you my new combination of spices. I have a seasoning here that is, okay, so the cauliflower rice is nice to use a seasoning because cauliflower by itself, you can eat a raw floret of cauliflower, it's delicious, but it's a snack only, 1 or 2. I don't know, I will eat more. But for a rice, yeah, in a rice texture, it becomes more like a staple as we know it, or rice, potatoes or so. You put usually a dressing on it, and then you have a huge variety of options. So many different things, and that's why I'm interested in dressings, yeah, because they make food give such a variety to the food, to the diet, and it can also be nutrient dense. Now we even learn that spices, there is nothing beyond spices in antioxidants. So there's huge health benefits of herbs and spices in food. I didn't know that before, otherwise there was a new video recently where that was explained by Dr. Greger, very, I would say very reliable source. He brings the latest science, reviews it with a big team, and you can rely on accuracy. Sometimes there are doubts, but usually he corrects himself when that's necessary and always comes up with the latest science proven. So and he told about the spices and their huge health benefits unmatched. Today I have a new combination, as I said. It has three parts. That is the new thing here. All these colors you see, it's pretty similar. This is pink peppercorn, very special by itself. This is coriander, also a spice that we see maybe in Asia or in Mexico especially, not so much here. And mustard seed. Mustard seed usually is yellow. You would buy in a shop and you buy mustard seeds to make your own mustard or to use it as a seasoning by itself. You will get the yellow ones, the light ones. They are less expensive than the brown ones here, as I have. I happen to like these more. I found them by haphazardly in a spice shop. A spice dealer gave me these, and from now on I always prefer these. They're a little different, but you can take the yellow ones as well. I guess it doesn't really matter. He even didn't know the difference. He said it's all the same. So to me it's a difference, but whatever. It is mustard seeds. Mustard seeds, coriander, and pink peppercorn. These three together have a very special character, flavor. And I will try today to make a nice recipe. The other ingredient here is the other seasoning is not really a seasoning. It's Himalayan salt. It is something else. It enhances other flavor, I would say. It opens a new door in the flavor world. Without salt, it's all different. Salt makes the taste buds more sensitive. It enhances other flavors, I would say. Yeah. So, but there's another story about that. Now I will try to make a nice dressing, a cream with cashews, with this special combination. I have some cashews here, a handful of cashew nuts. They are raw, and you don't need to take raw, but it's nice if you can get them. And a little bit of water, maybe half a cup, not too much. I don't need that much dressing today. And it shouldn't be too creamy, so I might have to add some more water later. And then my seasoning here, the Himalayan salt, and the new 3 here, it's pink peppercorn, coriander, mustard seeds. Thanks, Johanna. That was the one from Facebook, a person I have met there on Facebook who suggested these beautiful colors on a photo. I thought, wow, that's nice. I liked it, and she immediately encouraged me to try it. So I try now, I will see what happens. Blender dance. The blenders make it so easy to get all the ingredients into an even texture, a smooth texture, that allows for the flavors to combine nicely. So I like blenders a lot. So easy. Looks good, yeah, texture is nice. It's runny. It's not too much. Now the taste. Wow. Impressive. Very nice. Earth-like flavor. Earthen flavor. Oh yeah. I mean, you have to know coriander. It's like cilantro. It's the seed. So cilantro is the greens, the leaves, and the seeds are the coriander. It has a little bit different flavor. It's more earthen, I would say. And the peppercorn makes it a little bit hot, and the mustard seeds do. It's very nice. Yeah, I just let it sit for a while, prepare the main ingredients of the salad, and then I pour it over and I check again. They sit for a while now, and while they are sitting, I can soak a little bit more of the cashews. Maybe I have to add a little bit of water. Let's see. So, food processor, S-blade, cauliflower. Yeah, that's what I told you before about the cauliflower. It's one of my great favorites. I can eat it every day. Yeah. And let's take the florets here. The big stems here in the middle, the chunks, I cut it out. You can leave it on if you like. You can blend, you can process everything, but less stems, that would mean a little bit more rice-like texture. But that's not much. I have to be very quick now in processing, otherwise no more rice. So, one round. Looks okay, yeah. So, very quickly, the little corns here are too small to be called rice, but it's always say it's rice, okay. So that's the easiest way to get a cauliflower rice, to put it in a food processor. It's easy to wash afterwards. You have no fat inside. You just have your rice, and it's ready to eat. Just the seasoning. I would prefer seasoning now, just eating the raw rice with anything. If you don't have anything else but the rice, you might just put some salt on top, or maybe you blend some cashews in. Or if you want to have it very easy, you just take a drop of olive oil and a little bit of salt. You have a rice. Yeah, and eat. It's very simple. Okay, so this is now the first part. The rice, here, show you a little hill, a little mountain here. See? And the second part is corn. Yeah, I have a small amount of corn here. You can take frozen or fresh, it doesn't really matter. Fresh is always preferred, but it is more inexpensive to have a frozen one, and they don't have it in our health food shop, not always the fresh one. If I have a whole cob, of course I buy it, and then I cut it from the corn. But you know, corn is too good. I always like to have some corn in the freezer to have a quick dish. And the third part here, very interesting, leek. Yeah, that is almost a seasoning by itself. It's a hot flavor. Leeks. Yeah, I just cut it down from the stem here, from the stalks here, in these little slices, and not too much because it's pretty hot. But for that too, dressing is recommended, because if you cut it into small parts and the liquid goes all over the leek, then the hot flavor, like in an onion a little bit, leeks is very, very healthy, one of the most healthiest vegetables at all. It is on the from this family, from the onion family, well, these come from, and they are super good for the intestines. Yeah, they cleanse it all out. So leeks is very nice, and if you can eat it raw, otherwise you maybe blanch it or something. I love leeks, and it's so nice. You have a stalk of leeks, and it keeps for 3-4 days. If you eat it every day a little bit, you don't need that much if it's raw. You cook it, it can eat a lot more, of course. Same with cauliflower. You cook cauliflower, you can eat all the head. You eat it raw, you only need a little bit. And that's also something I like with the raw food. I don't need to eat that much of the good veggies. Fruit is a different story. I can eat a lot of fruit. But veggies especially. The raw veggies, oftentimes, I only need a small amount. And it is super, super healthy and enough. So I taste it again now. The texture is still alright. It's a nice texture. I will have the flavor again before I pour it over the salad. Let's see here. Oh, it's really good. Really nice. And one thing I would like to remind you of the dressing. Yeah. And as a dressing, it should be always a little bit over seasoned. Because if you pour it over the salad like I do now, here you see the dressing, you see it's creamy and like a cream, yeah? Not too much, otherwise the salad would drown in the dressing that's not wanted. Yeah, you have always the ingredients in the foreground, otherwise it would be a soup. Yeah, now it's not a soup, it's a salad. So if you have it over seasoned, you pour it over the ingredients, it will dilute the flavor with the ingredients. So it can be over seasoned to have the correct flavor in the salad. I will toss it quickly. And there is still one ingredient missing. Usually the easier way for me to make new recipes, I lead a little bit like a method, like a systematic way that is easier for me, because my approach is a long time. I do something for a long time, and I do it every day. For example, like here in cooking, I have to cook every day, and for that it is nice to have a method. Then the variety is easy to have. Method is here 3 ingredients or 3 parts, and then I always have a little task, a little motivation. Okay, what is the missing part? I have to have one more part, what can it be? And that inspires me. This kind of question, that inspires me to find something. Like a job, give me a job, I do it. Without a job, I don't know what to do. This kind of principle, It's easy to be creative like that way, but that may be a personal thing, I don't know. So the third part here, first is the dressing, second the 3 main parts of the salad, third part, the topping, peanuts. And it's perfect. Peanuts are so nice with leeks together. There are peanut soups, dressings, in classical leek dishes. Wow, amazing, you have to try that. I will do that later, but now I just put the peanuts on the leeks, or with the cauliflower and the corn. Another classic would be, for example, beans and corn, or rice and beans. These are not beans, but peanuts are legumes, so kind of beans. This kind of combination comes to me when I think about raw food, and it gives so much variety, so much many new things, new ideas. And here is my dish. It's a small portion, I will enjoy that now, and maybe I'd like some sweet afterwards, maybe a piece of cake or so, and then my day of eating is almost done. Maybe later, when that is done with the cake and the main dish, maybe I have some fruits at night or so, who knows, or whatever, I don't know, maybe a drink, a nutrient-dense drink with a smoothie with bananas or so, I don't know. There are so many ways to get all the food I need in a day. But the main part, I like to have really a main part, either a big fruits salad or some of its veggie salads or so. That is always very nice as a solid base. And the rest I can play by, piece of cake, homemade raw food cake, of course, and these kind of things. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, thumbs up, and maybe even subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Then you have another recipe every single day, And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest,